Seeing someone else going through the same pain right now makes me realize that we all suffer, but at least I don't suffer alone, and if he can do it, I can too. Seeing what you're doing, no one needs to tell you to keep going. Sometimes it's enough to just watch someone suffer and see that they keep going. This kind of energy doesn't lie, so when I train with my brothers, I can tell when they're getting weak and when they're about to give up, and vice versa. We can all feel this about ourselves. This is the point where some people know what to do, but it's still better to be reminded by someone or to see someone else go through the same suffering. We all suffer, but at least I don't suffer alone, and if he was able to do it, I can do it too. It can be enough to just watch someone go through pain while also seeing that he keeps going. This can suddenly make you believe that trust and hope are possible, which opens your mind. And if a lot of people are constantly faced with these things and doing this kind of training, then the group dynamic is just really strong. Now, this doesn't just apply to the field of martial arts. As I said, many people have their own problems, so maybe the suffering doesn't come from the field of martial arts. It doesn't matter to me if the pain is caused by martial arts or relationship problems. The point is that you can sense someone because you have a connection with them. I can feel that he's not feeling well and that she's not feeling well. Something needs to be done, and if I can do something, I do it. The closer, deeper, more intimate and stronger the connection or feeling you have for someone else, the naturally occurring result will be compassion. With a full circle, it's easy to sense it, and if they're your blood relatives, the chances are high that it already exists. But it's also possible to make it happen with, say, a brotherhood and sisterhood from different families in our community. The goal is to jump right in. Back into Buddhist teachings is that this type of internal perspective, if you can help, you help. Why? Because you can sense the suffering of other people. This is what we refer to as being compassionate, or learning to cultivate this type of belongingness. To actively train yourself towards belongingness, you need to make a deep connection with another person. Compassion naturally follows when you see the other person as an important part of your life, so you have to keep doing your best to make sure that either you and the other person grow or nobody grows. This is because you want to improve your body and mind in comparison to other people. You want to be better than the average person your age. As a martial artist, you want to improve something about yourself so that it is better than other people. This can better mean that you can hit harder, you can handle more pain, lift your leg higher than most people, and kick more times in a certain amount of time. This means that your flexibility is past its prime, your strength is past its prime, and your body's hardness is past its prime. Your coordination is past its prime, and your ability to focus is past its prime. Your body's ability to connect with itself is past its prime, so there is something about you that wants more performance out of it. This is martial arts. There should be one faster car or bike if you have two. The faster one should have a better engine. How do you get an engine to perform better? Taking in air. Taking in air. Why more oxygen? Like with an oven, the bigger the house, the more the oven has to work, and the more heat it needs to make. To do this, you need to add more air in addition to more wood. What do I do when I want to start improving my performance? For example, I could eat more, but I also need to improve my breathing and capacity. This is where practices like Qigong energy practice come in. Some people say it's right, but sometimes you get lost with your energy. I don't know what kind of energy you're talking about, so breathing is fine for me. As you breathe in, try to take in as much air as you can. This is the first level. The second level is improving your ability to adjust the oxygen and air level inside you. The more I sweat, the different my breasts look. This happens naturally when you start running. Your body wants to take in more air because you are asking it to do something. He needs fire to burn now, so this is also when the breathing starts to get faster because he's getting tired. You know, sometimes it's good to have Buddhist teachings as a place to go when you don't know what to do or are lost. It's good to have old teachings from old teachers to remind you of things like compassion and these things. That's why I think and said before that the force and power are the same. There is energy, Because the ways to make fire are the same, like speeding up your breathing or controlling how much you can hold. The big difference is what is being used to build the fire. And if it is not based on virtues or value, then the same force will not work. The same force is moving in a bad direction, a dark direction. The force is the same, but the values and principles are different. That's why I think it's so important that in this field where we are finding ourselves, you need virtues, you need a guideline, and the best one is compassion, because without it, everything falls apart. Without compassion, you are either separated, and a separated person has a very high sense of self-centeredness, which is what's causing problems in this world. A sense of belongingness is not what's causing conflicts. This one. I wish that were a message that everyone could hear. That's great that you're going to make everyone hear it. I hope so.